Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be a DIY all the time Concha Mickey ears and the things you will need. These Mickey ears, I actually purchased them at Party City for $4. You'll also need some felt. I will just be using both brown and white. You will also need some scissors, a pen or a pencil, even a marker will do, and a glue gun. Now the first step is to make the outline for the ears. Here I'm just showing you that you don't want to draw directly around the ears. You do want to leave a few centimeters off to the side just because you will need that additional space in a later step. I've gone ahead and made a template for the ears just to show you how much space you are going to need. Like I said, it's just a few centimeters off of the ears. And then the following step I went ahead and did was just make a few extra templates just so that it'll be easier trying to fit each ear onto one sheet of felt. Now the next step is to place your templates on top of the sheet of felt. Then you'll just trace them and cut out each ear individually. Now once all of the ears have been cut out, the next step will be just to glue them together. Here you can just see I'm showing you that if you do have a few traces of the pen marks, just be sure to glue those outside of the ears just so that when you flip it inside out, you cannot see them. I'm also showing you here that exactly where I'm placing my two fingers, you don't want to add any glue around there. Just glue around those two corners. So once you have placed the ears on top of one another, just begin to glue them. Critical step here is try to glue the edges as close to the edges and as perfectly circled as possible, just because if they kind of go in a diagonal straight line, it'll give you a harsh corner when you flip the ears inside out. Now here we have both sets of ears glued together. Now the following step would be just to flip the ears inside out. Here I already went ahead and did the first set of ears. Now for the second one, all you want to do is just kind of scrunch up the ears and then pull it from the inside out. You also want to focus on the edges of the ears here just because you want to round them out just so that they will have a nice clean, crisp circle appearance opposed to a bunch of rigid corners. Okay, now both of these ears are basically done. Now we're just going to add them to the headband themselves. Now the easiest step to do this here is I found to just kind of fold the ears like a taco and just insert the outline of the ears. Again, what you want to do here is just focus on the corners and the edges just to give it a perfect round shape opposed to a bunch of corners just sticking out. Next, you want to pinch and glue down the corners onto the headbands so it'll continue to give off a round shape. Once each corner has been glued down to the headband, the next step will be to focus on the excess felt that is kind of hanging off of the headband. So you do want to do this step in sections just because you rather cut off a little and have to continue to keep cutting off additional felt instead of cutting off too much and you basically have to start all over. And as you can see, when I'm adding the felt and gluing it down to the headband, I kind of go in there tightly with my nail and pinch the edges of the felt down into the headband, just so that you can't tell I glued one piece to the other, and it just kind of looks as if it seamlessly blends to one another instead of looking like two separate pieces. And then you'll just continue that step on all four sides. Now, an additional step that you can do is just buy some extra stuffing and just fill in one side of the ears, just so that it'll give it that fluffiness that a concha does have. I unfortunately couldn't find any anywhere, that's why I'm skipping that step, but if you are able to find them, I would just suggest buying it just so that it'll give it the actual fluffiness that a concha does have. So here I already went ahead and made the templates for the sugar on the concha. There wasn't really much direction I can give you on how to draw the sugar, other than you can basically try to copy what I have here. And after that, just trace them onto your sugar, whether that be the white or the yellow or the pink or maybe some darker brown as chocolate, and just trace them onto your additional color and just cut them all out. Once the sugar has been cut out, just add them onto the Mickey ears themselves, and then the next step will be just to glue them together. Now, the easiest way I found to do this step is just to glue them down through the center of each piece first, and then go back and glue down the edges. So here I'm just going straight down the middle of each sugar piece just to kind of place them exactly where I want them. Then I go back and just glue down all of the corners. And there you have it, your Concha Mickey ears are done. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making these. I can't wait to wear them at Disneyland. Alright, well, thanks for watching everyone, and please subscribe.